The Royal Rumble was last night, and as we always do, the day after, or even the day night. Hell, I was live for the Royal Rumble. Go check out my live review, viewers. So important, so crucial. Go check out my live review. I was here for about 2 hours, almost 3 hours last night with my review. But right now, we're going to get the fallout. We're going to get the backlash, the onslaught. What did you think about the Royal Rumble last night, viewers, fans, and subscribers? Were you for it? Were you against it? Was it hot? Was it a scorcher? Was it rainy? Was it boring? Was it dull? Did we truly get all the surprises that were promised, all the returns that we were promised? I mean, I think the biggest return of the night was what? Brie Bella. And then we saw La Paca. That was kind of a shock. Didn't expect that. There was a lot of masked wrestlers. And for anybody that says the WWE is racist, is ridiculous. I mean, you had Javon Evans. You had Trick Williams. You had Oba Femi looking dominant, looking prominent, lasting long. So for anybody that says, oh, the WWE is against black wrestlers, the WWE is racist, is absolutely preposterous. It's ridiculous. It's a miscarriage of justice because the WWE is not that at all. And if the WWE was truly racist, they would have not included Bobby Lashley as a WWE champion several years ago. The Rock. You know, it's not just a white thing in the WWE. It's not just a whiteout in World Wrestling Entertainment. But ladies and gentlemen, let me get into this right here. If you want to rate Royal Rumble 1 out of 10, again, without you, there is no show and view, so you can do that. You can go about that. You can go about your business in rating the Royal Rumble 1 out of 10, but I like to go by the weather. Hot, fire, a storm, or I like to use words like boring, dull. Did you think it was gonna? Did you think the Royal Rumble was? Did you think the Royal Rumble was going to offer a whole hell of a lot to you than what we got last night? Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Masked Man. Now you're seeing it all over the internet. You're seeing it all over the online. Who really was the Masked Man? Who was behind it? Who did it? Who took out Braun Breaker? Now you know you can say, "Oh, the Royal Rumble was predictable." Well, nobody could have ever predicted Braun Breaker being eliminated, coming in at number 2 and being the first one eliminated. Nobody, and I mean nobody, could have predicted that. And certainly nobody could have predicted that Braun Breaker would be attacked by a masked assailant, by a masked man, a superstar that was all in black. But that is exactly what the world saw last night. Now, again, there's already thousands of videos saying, oh, the masked man's been revealed. The masked man is now known. The masked man has been exposed. Well, I'm going to tell you exactly who the Masked Man is. A lot of people are saying, well, hell, and this is according to my sources. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's wrong. I'll tell you who it's not. It is not Dean Ambrose or Jon Moxley, which has been reported by other websites. It's not Jon Moxley. It's not even anybody to do or associated with AEW. Here is who it's going to be. It's going to be Finn Balor, because Finn Balor was told, there's no spots for you. It's already filled up, which is ridiculous because he could have taken the iguana spot. The iguana in the Royal Rumble, really? You're going to put someone like that in there? It looked like a goddamn animal zoo. It looked like a petting zoo in that Royal Rumble. So it's either Finn Balor for being mad and upset that he wasn't included into the Royal Rumble. I mean, here's a man that is a former Universal Champion, the first ever Universal Champion, and you're not going to include Finn Balor in that? It could have been Austin Theory. Oh, well, Sean, Austin Theory was in the Royal Rumble a little bit later on. Exactly, he was in the Royal Rumble later on. So it's certainly not Austin Theory. Well, it's certainly not who you think it is from AEW. Or TNA. No. So it's either Finn Balor, who was mad and upset for not being included in the Royal Rumble when he should have. It's either, like I said, Austin Theory. It could be Seth Rollins. Or it could be Adam Pearce, ladies and gentlemen, which would be riveting, which would be unpredictable, which would be shocking, because it seems like there's this big vendetta going on between Adam Pearce, who is the Raw general manager, and the Vision. Was it truly Adam Pearce? Is Adam Pearce ready to step into the ring again? Got a lot of rumor, a lot of gossip, a lot of speculation this morning that it's going to be Adam Pearce against Braun Breaker at WWE WrestleMania or at the Elimination Chamber. Now, right now, ladies and gentlemen, do you agree with the winners of the Royal Rumble last night? Did you want to see Gunther? And what about AJ Styles, man? How heartbreaking, how horrible, how sad, how heart-wrenching that AJ Styles retired. But I thought the WWE was going to go all the way last night with Gunther. I thought they were going to have Gunther retire AJ Styles and then win the Royal Rumble. And he came so close, and thank God he didn't. Thank God. But this is now 3 years in a row that Gunther has made it down to the final two. And a lot of people would say, well, luckily Cody Rhodes didn't win it for a third time in a row. Because that would have been too predictable, and I think there would have been a lot of backlash, but not as much as backlash if Gunther would have won the Royal Rumble, because I think the WWE would have realized if Gunther retired AJ Styles, which he did earlier in the night, and then if they had Gunther go on and win the Royal Rumble, there would have been legitimate riots, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there would have been riots, viewers, fans, and subscribers. I can assure you of that. Gunther is the career killer. He's killed the career of Goldberg, John Cena, and now AJ Styles. Can you imagine a WWE? But, sadly, unfortunately, and remember to like, hype, subscribe. Remember to donate below. So important to donate below to this channel's future to keep me on YouTube. AJ Styles did debut. AJ Styles did debut at the 2026 Royal Rumble Extravaganza, right? He did return multiple times after that due to injuries or layoffs, but he debuted at the 2016 Royal Rumble. It only made sense that he retired at the 2026 Royal Rumble. I should have noticed in the last couple of weeks, AJ Styles having these dream matches against CM Punk, having these rematches. This dream match with CM Punk and having a rematch with Shinsuke Nakamura, the wrestlers he wanted to get in the ring with. Now, there's a lot of rumor and gossip that AJ Styles says, yes, indeed, he has retired in WWE, but that doesn't mean he can't wrestle in TNA, or he can't wrestle in AEW, or wrestle in NJPW, other promotions, other companies, AAA. So AJ Styles could still go on a retirement tour. It just won't be in the WWE. Again, viewers, your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on all of that. Also, a lot of big crowds, a lot of big emotions, a lot of pop. A lot of people wanted LA Knight to win the Royal Rumble last night. The people were behind him. The people wanted to see him win. The people wanted to see him push. People want to see LA Knight go all the way at the Royal Rumble and win the Royal Rumble because this man deserves it. He's earned it. The fans want to see LA Knight, by God. But did the WWE go all the way? Did the WWE push it? LA Knight could have been one of the final three, the final four. He wasn't even in there as the final four. It wasn't even like that. It didn't go down like that. It didn't materialize like that, sadly and unfortunately. So now there's rumor and gossip this morning about LA Knight really contemplating, about LA Knight thinking, again, rumor and gossip about LA Knight giving his 2-week notice, handing in his papers and saying, I'm calling it a day, I'm quitting, I'm walking away, I've had enough, I've seen enough, I have given this company everything I have. The people behind me, I'm popular, I'm over, I get the pop, I get the significance, and you wrestlers back here, respect to you, but I'm over as you know what. It's very maddening, it's very depressing that the WWE continues to overlook LA Knight. And the way he was eliminated and the way that he went out spoke volumes. That, again, is LA Knight about to hand in his notice, his paperwork, saying, I'm moving on, I'm going somewhere different. Hell, maybe back to TNA. Maybe he'll go back to TNA as his original name. And what about the debut last night of Royce Keys, a.k.a. Powerhouse Hobbs? Which name do you like better? Which name do you think he should go by? It all boils down to your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. And obviously, the WWE made Oba look very dominant, very prominent. He stood out, did Oba last night. But the WWE had a lot of missed opportunities at the Royal Rumble last night. They had a lot of missed opportunities. Sure, we got the face-offs, but we didn't get that big confrontation that it should have been, like Gunther and Brock Lesnar and Oba. There's just a lot of different things that the variables, again, there was some good about the Royal Rumble. I'll be honest, even though we didn't get the surprises and the returns that were promised. Again, we're in this new era now, right, ladies and gentlemen? We're supposedly in this new era, viewers, right? Well, new era, my A double crooked letter. You know what I'm saying? So again, it wasn't the worst Royal Rumble, but it sure as hell could have been better. And I'm not even just talking about, oh, well, Sean, is it all about the returns in the Royal Rumble? Well, it's about 60% about the returns, because when you're promised, when you're told, oh, there's going to be a lot of surprises. Again, the biggest surprise of the night was Brie Bella. Brie Bella returning was the biggest surprise of the night in my estimation. And, that could have been a hell of a lot better than Brie Bella. No disrespect. Of course, they made Lash Legend look like $1 million last night. Remember, guys, it's so important to click the bell, subscribe, turn on all notifications for more videos like this. We work around the clock. We do multiple videos a day. We keep you in the know on the hottest, the latest, the greatest, the newest. But again, who do you think was the attacker, the assailant? Who was in the mast? Again, AEW likes to do this little thing where they put the lights out, right? They do the lights out thing when something's happening or a wrestler gets attacked or somebody returns or somebody shows up. Well, that's their thing. AEW does the lights out. WWE does the masked figure. And, that's kind of something that Triple H likes to do. And what about the way Brock Lesnar got eliminated? Really, Brock Lesnar getting eliminated in the Royal Rumble because he was distracted by Jey Uso's entrance? Really? Is that the way you're going to go? And I'll tell you what right now. At WrestleMania, who is Roman Reigns going to choose because he won the Royal Rumble? Thank God it wasn't Gunther. Listen, anybody but Gunther or Cody Rhodes, right? Here's the thing. Last night, Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble. He's now a two-timer. He joins Randy Orton. He joins Cody Rhodes. He joins Brock Lesnar as a two-timer winner in the Royal Rumble. It just seems like nobody is going to match Stone Cold Steve Austin's 3 times winning the Royal Rumble. But who is Roman Reigns going to challenge? Who do you think he should challenge? Should he challenge the Raw World Champion or the SmackDown Undisputed WWE Champion? And does that even mean CM Punk and Drew McIntyre will be the world champions by the time WrestleMania rolls around? Or are we going to get Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns, the rematch, and their trilogy, the rubber match, the third match? Is it going to go down? Is it going to happen? Is it going to transpire? And then, ladies and gentlemen, we get into the exclusives here, viewers. We get into the exclusives. What do you think about Liv Morgan? Liv Morgan winning the Women's Royal Rumble last night. Ladies and gentlemen, Liv Morgan, who is she going to challenge? The Women's Champion or the Women's World Champion? And is Paige Saraya really coming back to the WWE? Where was the return of Bianca Belair, AJ Lee, Trish Stratus, Lita? Where were they in the Royal Rumble? Hell, Michelle McCool. And let me tell you something. Roman Reigns' WWE Royal Rumble win was flooded with dislikes on YouTube. Let me tell you something right now. There would have been a hell of a lot more dislikes had it been Gunther, I can assure you that. It probably would have broke the dislike button on YouTube if Gunther would have won the Royal Rumble. But just because Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble and it was flooded with dislikes on YouTube, that's okay. That's all right. Because the fact of the matter is, I'm sure you're still going to say at least it wasn't Gunther that won the Royal Rumble. Also, breaking news. We have a brand new champion, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters at this hour and at this time. Tommaso Ciampa wins the TNT Championship in his debut match on AEW Collision. He is already winning a championship, already collecting a championship, is Tommaso Ciampa on the night of the Royal Rumble. Hayes Jamison reveals new moniker following departure from the WWE. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Finn Balor has a social media meltdown following the WWE Royal Rumble snub. And again, this is why he could have been the masked individual. And what about AJ Styles suffering a very nasty arm contusion, a very nasty arm cut during his career-ending match against Gunther last night? And then Drew McIntyre explains why he screwed over Cody Rhodes during the 2026 Royal Rumble. Triple H addresses AJ Styles' WWE future after retirement after the Royal Rumble. And Gunther, the a-hole that he is, soaks in F-bomb chant towards towards him after ending AJ Styles' WWE career. LA Knight returned just to lose. All that hype to make it right, and the WWE cancels it again. The WWE flaunders it. The WWE botches it again. Becky Lynch suffers her own blow down, meltdown, a full-blown meltdown after the Royal Rumble. And what did you think about the return of Chad Gable, viewers? Chad Gable returned in the WWE Royal Rumble last night as the original El Grande Americano. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on all of that. And it's trending already again this morning. Fire Triple H. Fire Triple H. And then, guys, we heard, again, guys, this is why you cannot shut off Sean View in the first 5 or 10 minutes, because the news keeps trickling in, the news keeps coming in. This is why we do multiple videos a day, okay? The other masked superstar this could be, Chris Jericho. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is another person it could be, is Chris Jericho. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on all of that. And viewers, it seems as if, it would appear as if this may be where we come to a little bit of a stop, a little bit of a halt. We have more videos. We have more updates. We're going to be here all day long. It's going to be an explosive day. It's going to be a big day of WWE news, the fallout, the backlash, the aftermath of WWE Royal Rumble. We're going to give it to you all today here on Sean's View Entertainment, because without you, there is no Sean's View. Subscribe with plenty more to come.